Hey guys, Foxdrop here with another question and answer video. It's been a while since I did one of these. I thought it would be a nice chill video to do considering I am currently ill as ballsack. So I just got back from LA 2 days ago, and the second day I was out there I got the plague. So I'll try to keep the sniffles and the coughs off camera, but this would be a nice chill video for me to give you something while I'm still recovering. Also, we have the added benefit today of doing one of these bad boys. We have a loot crate for you guys today. I quite like Lootcrate. It's pretty chill stuff, you know. You never really know what you're going to get inside. There's always some geeky stuff, and I'm obviously a huge nerd. Before you guys think I'm selling out, I want you to know that Lootcrate is actually the only sponsor we have right now for the channel. Always helps keep the channel going. So, you know, you may not like it, but I'm going to be answering questions, opening some stuff at the same time. Hopefully you can accept that. But anyway, let's get on with the questions. So I'm just going to be answering questions from the previous video in the video comments, and Just Don't Ask 3 says, I don't have Twitter, so I'm sure you won't see this. How very wrong you were, my friend. But cats or dogs? I'm much more of a dog person myself. Dogs are a lot warmer than cats, not just temperature wise, but you know, as far as their personality goes. Obviously we have Shad, foxy dog, always a big dog person. Don't mind cats, dogs are just better. Hey Shad, where are you? There you are, Shad. Golden Monster HD asks, why did you pick Foxdrop as your name? Now, this is something I get asked all the bloody time when I'm streaming. When I was playing World of Warcraft when I was about 14 years old, I needed to come up with a name, couldn't think of anything. Flashback to when I was listening to Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo, and basically, long story short, was I misheard what the song was called, thought it was Foxdrop, thought that would be a nice name to call myself, and just stuck with it. Okay. Answered a few questions. Let's open some things from the loot crate as well. There'll be a code in the description, guys, where you can get a little discount on your loot crates if you want to go and do that. This loot crate actually got delivered to my next door neighbour, and she opened it. Why would you do that? It's not even if you're not expecting something. Why would you open it? Especially when there's a huge bloody label that has my name on it. The first thing we have out of this loot crate, we have a T-shirt. I'd love to put this on, but it's a bit chilly here in England today, so I'm wearing my jumper. Not really t-shirt weather. But it seems like the whole theme of this loot crate is some kind of cyber thing. So you can see here, keeping with the theme, always like free t-shirts. Can't go wrong with them. And we also have a skull of some kind. Now, I'm not going to lie. Here you go. I have no idea what to do with a skull. Best thing about this, though, I discovered this a little bit earlier. Despite the fact that my sense of smell right now is completely shot. You know that smell when you've got like a new kind of plastic toy when you're a kid? This thing smelled exactly like that. So just for that alone, quality stuff right here. Alright, let's go and answer some other questions. So Golden Monster HD, the same guy asked the last question. You're getting lucky here. I'm answering 2 of your questions. He says, where do you see yourself in the future? That is always a really tough one to answer because sadly I can't see into the future. That would be a nice skill to have. That and seeing, you know, into clothes, not just into the future, because then you could see. So where do I see myself in the future? So I think I would love to be doing YouTube as long as possible. There's nothing more, you know, entertaining for me than to be able to give you guys good videos and to, you know, just do what I'm doing. I love the interaction I have with you guys. I love making videos. I would love to do this as long as I could. Sadly, who knows how long that can be for. So, for the near future, YouTube is definitely the way to go. For the future, who bloody knows? You gotta load the questions, Joe. This is taking the bloody piss, I swear, man. Oh, fuck off. Next question here is from Call Me Ken. He says, why are you so awesome? Ken. And from FXC2, are you a furry? I don't understand why people always ask me if I'm a furry, but sadly for you, I guess, I'm not a furry. I'm sorry, despite this stupid hat, I'm sorry. So we got a long question here from Zombie Teenager 007. Hey Foxdrop, when playing as a jungler and every lane is feeding and doing really badly, what is the best option to do to try and carry, or at least help out your team? What do you suggest? To be perfectly honest with you, if every single lane is losing and feeding, the chance of you losing that game, you know, they're somewhat high. But that's okay, because you don't have to win every single game. You have to know that some games you just won't win. However, having said that, there is of course always something you can do to improve your chances of winning. Firstly, try and go camp the lane that is doing the best. So the person that isn't feeding the most, so that you can try and get some stuff going with them. Second strategy would be to just go and camp bot lane for your AD carry. The reason why camping the AD carry can work is because the AD carry is usually the person who has the most impact later on into the game, and you're already going to suck in the early game because you're all feeding, which probably means you're going to suck in the mid game as well, so at least you can try and work towards that late game by having a strong AD. Now that was a pretty long answer, so we're going to have to delve into some more loot crates here. So we have a little badge here, Loot Crate June 2015, which is the loot crate we have here. And we have a brain chip from Terminator. This thing is pretty heavy. And I guess they gave you this because they knew I was a League of Legends player, so I can just distribute these across to my solo queue teammates maybe. That will probably come in handy there. And here we have a pencil case. Now I didn't think I would ever see a pencil case outside of my high school age. Funny story though is that throughout all of my secondary school or high school, I never had a pencil case. Actually, that's a lie. I had one pencil case throughout all of my high school career. And that pencil case was an Animal pencil case, right? That's the brand, it was Animal. And sadly, because I went to an all-boys school, it was a bit laddish at times, and my Animal pencil case quickly turned into a anal pencil case because they would colour in the other letters. So, it's a bit late. I mean, I would have liked this, 5-10 years ago, but hey. We're going to take a look at one more object before we get into another question. Mouse mats. Here we go. It's a Borderlands 2 mouse mat. And this is pretty decent size as well. Usually you get really crappy square ones. Not so bad. Last question here is from Clearly Awesome. He says, "Hey Fox, I'm from Latin America and I have a huge question. How do I improve at League of Legends?" That's funny you ask that question because I've done a full video telling you all the details on how to get good at any kind of game you want to play. Not just League, any game. But for this video, I'll give you 2 of the biggest tips, in my opinion, that help me improve when I'm playing any game that you can use for League. First tip is to try and play the game a lot. Don't play it too much, though, that you're going to get frustrated and mad when you start losing and all that lovely business. Just play it enough that you have a good understanding, that you're building up a solid basis around the game. And the second tip I want to give you is that you want to be learning from people who know more than you. So whether that's YouTube, whether that's Stritch Tweemers. Did I just say Stritch Tweemers? The second tip I want to give you is to learn from other people who know more than you do, whether that's YouTube or Twitch streamers. Got it that time. Because if you're looking at people who know more than you do, then you can learn from them. And that's a pretty good way of learning and improving yourself. Try to understand why that person is doing what they're doing at any given time. So that does it for all the questions. I'm just going to go over the last few items in this loot crate and we'll wrap things up. So we have the Loot Crate magazine, which I'm sure we'll be delving into later, and we have a range sheet command issue cross rank service. I'm not really sure what this is. I'm gonna open this here. Oh my! It looks like we have some posterinos. Yeah. Nice. 2 cyber posters here. Excellent stuff. As you can see, I've plastered my own wall with some posters here. So I'm a bit of a poster man. Alrighty, so that's all I want to do for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to ask me questions in the comments or tweet at me or on Facebook, wherever you want to do. And I'll take a look at them and answer them for the next Ask Foxdrop video. Hope you didn't mind the inclusion of the loot crate. Like I said, guys, it all supports the channel. If you do want to support me even further, or you want to look at your own loot crate, getting your own loot crate, because I definitely recommend it. A lot of fun. Then just check out the description. There'll be instructions there. There'll be a discount code for you to get some money off as well when you go and buy one. All that lovely business. But most importantly, I'm going to go drug myself up to the eyeballs, and I'm going to try and not pass out and die from this horrible plague. But most importantly, outside of that, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.